We are going to be making the pattern you are seeing on your screen right now. So we are done masking the last, then we have to draw our center line, get all the cardinal points, and then you measure from here down to this point 1.5 inch. That is going to be our instep point. After that, you measure from this point, from that instep point to somewhere here, you measure also 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. So we're going to pick the drawing from the instep point down to that second 1.5 inch measurement. We are going to take it down to the quarter line. So I hope you can see that. After doing that, we're going to measure from here to somewhere here 2 inch. 2 inch measurement. And here is it. So we're going to take the quarter line down to the further edge from that measurement. So now we're going to pick this line from here to the cap. We're going to give it a curve at the cap area here, then join it to the center line at the cap area, and with that we are done with the drawing. So right now we're going to cut it out. After you must have cut it out, remove it from your last. Then you must have drawn a straight line on your cardboard paper. You see the straight line. We are going to align from the vamp line to the cap on the straight line, and then from the vamp line to the instep point is going to be above the straight line. After that, retrace the line from your instep point down to your vamp point, and also from your vamp point down to the cap area, and also the vamp line. You extend it. So right now we are going to be adding our elastic allowance, and we are going to be adding 1.5 inch round as our elastic allowance. 1.5 inch. and after doing that we cut the pattern into shape. So after cutting the pattern into shape, we are going to cut from here down to this point, and from here down to this point. We are going to spring the vamp. So we're going to get our masking tape ready. We have already drawn our center line on the cardboard paper. So we're going to align the center line to that straight line on our cardboard paper. Once we have gotten that, we are going to use our masking tape to hold it into position. And with that, we are done with springing the vamp. So now we are going to make some adjustments where necessary. So now we are done with that. We are going to move over to the next step, which is cutting out our marking dots. So we are done with that. The next thing is to separate the pattern. So fold your cardboard paper into 2 equal parts. Place the center of that pattern on the folded edge, and then you mark out the first part of the pattern. So after doing that, we are going to retrace the pattern. The dots, we are going to make it complete line. We have to note this angle. We have to note the angle. So I'm replacing the pattern. Here is it. This angle here, we have to note it. It is very important. So after making the dots line, from that angle we are going to add up our stitching allowance. You either add about 0.3 inch. You understand? Just add your stitching allowance about 0.3 inch. Add it round. And after doing that, you can now cut the pattern into shape. So before we cut the pattern completely into shape, we are going to cut out our marking dots. So after cutting the marking dots, we can now cut the pattern completely into shape. So this part of the pattern is ready now. Let's open it. So you can see it. This part is ready. So let's move over to the next one. Fold your cardboard paper into 2 equal parts also. Then place the pattern again on that edge, on the folded edge, and then you mark out the second part of the pattern. So now we have to cut it into shape, staple it so that it won't be moving while you are cutting. So let's cut it into shape. So the 2 patterns are ready now, you can see it. So let's mark out our pattern facing. Here is the facing. Mark this one, and also you see it, and also you mark this one. This is the part that will be facing the inside part of the pattern. So you can see we're done with this one. So let's move over to the next one. We're going to mark out a straight pattern. The width is going to be 1 inch. Let's call it a strap. The width is going to be 1 inch. Cut it into shape. And then this is what we have. So now you're going to replace this on the main pattern, then place your strap this way. See it? Mark where the strap is supposed to end at this point with a curl. And once you are done doing that, you cut it into shape. And with that, we are done with the whole process. Hope you can see it. It's a very simple pattern. Follow the process and you will get the same result. If you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get updates, because more videos are still coming on the way. Have a nice day, and see you in our next video.